Chaos worship will cease to be. All of this I promise, as one stipulation. A most precious prospect for the Orc. You, Orsinium, to go without harm. The city will go without arms and malicious intent. In exchange for its sanctity.
So a dream it'll
From
remember.
now until we can live side by side.
Trouble in the brothel? Halt this speech! We need everyone to vacate the area!
Come, Knight. Prepare to get busy. My God. Twisted bastard.
Amit! Where did he go?
Carry the Griffin, Knight of Evermore. Don't cause any trouble now. Karth, you won't be harmed now. We'll make sure of that. Come forth and tell us what you saw. Follow me, Knight. That son of a bitch couldn't have gotten far. We'll see where this trail leads. Karth, Omid, you'll need to stay clear of this brothel for a while. Check in at the inn. We'll cover your stay until the matter has been dealt with. Looks like death follows you everywhere, Knight. Just make sure that it doesn't catch up. See if you can find this cretin hiding among the beggars. I'll cordon off the scene. Secure all the evidence. I need an empty stomach for this one.
So what are you planning then? What's the hassle about?
About us. All of us. You hear what happened in Raven Spring, right? That bastard Lord killed our boys down there.
Of course I heard. Damn near all the realm heard of that mess. He's dead now.
depends. What will I get if I did? Sheesh, you knightly folk are all the same. Look, I ain't seen nothing. Though that abbey over there was raving about some stranger dashing through here not long ago.
What can I do for you? All right then.
You were with the Imperials at the outpost, right? Pass it over. Looks as if it were torn, not cut. Odd. This carving onto the flesh was surely done by blade, yet if he had the means to make this marking, why the tearing? Have you seen this symbol anywhere, Knight? An eye looking up. You're right, it's uncanny. I haven't the evidence to infer a reason as of yet. It's all so confusing. Though we may have someone who can help us speed up this investigation. Are you familiar with the missionary in Ravenspring? Well, as you may know already, the man has been a prodigy in alteration and has helped trace a great many relics in the past. I'm hoping he can employ those same skills in determining the source of this item. Now, if you look closely at this grisly find, you'd see there's still splinters of metal, no doubt from the tool he used for this symbol. Bring this to the missionary, preferably in a closed pouch, as that's quite the pungent stench. Make the missionary know that I sent you. Hopefully he'll have some free time. Were I asked that a year ago, I'd have laughed. But now something feels different. That sensation that...
Carry the
long
griffin,
since
Knight of
died.
Evermore. Don't cause any trouble now.
Something you need. Welcome, Knight. After what you've done for this town, any reciprocation would still fall short. What do you need? Not such the tall order that I was fearing, although the time needed to perform the search can vary depending on a myriad of conditions. I'm sure to finish by tomorrow at least. Though a word of warning, lest you grow frustrated with your eventual hunt. These searches aren't precise. I'll give you the general whereabouts and then you're on your own. Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear. Farewell. Hello. My diary's been attended to, unfortunately. Well, for you. But Damien has taken up residence within the manor. Made it into quite a pretty sight. Though, then again, anything would be better to what Mortefane had left the place in. Seeing as he's recently arrived, I'm sure he'd be very busy. Your journeys.
Come for aid.
Stop pissing me off.
You have my ear. I have enough maids. I need you to be my sword, knight. Take initiative. Seek out disorder in the far reaches of the realm. Quell it. That is your duty. Much like the noble art of our halls, Evermore must aim to be as immaculate. Speaking of disorder, were you witness to this manor before my arrival? A ghastly scene. An odious stench. To think that was home to a lord. I wouldn't tolerate any less. No man of good standing can conduct themselves in filth. Our standards must be high, such that even the divine can appreciate. Now, on to what I need of you. A quest befitting someone of your history. An excursion is planned beyond these walls. The objective is the reclamation of Grey Belmore. Scholars past had either succumbed to the peril of Belmore's curse, or had returned with the information as they had before their journey, with nothing more. Capricious is that warped land, from the lips of all those who studied Grey Belmore, and the deeper you tread, the fiercer the resistance. Inference. This curse is not an aimless force. It thinks, and it fears. The reason for that increasing danger as you delve further is defense. And what is this curse defending? The priest here had solved that riddle. The curse has a heart, an auspice seeded into the earth. Direnian. The same ancient constructs that are still used by our mages. The very barrier you see over Evermore sources its power to Direnian design. So, we're going to trek across this field until this construct. Then hope for the priest to perform his rite that can activate that ancient well. Conviction! Confidence! You just love to hear it. We're going to get on just fine, Knight. We'll embark from our post south, within the marsh. I'm sure the guard have made preparations for our arrival. We shouldn't keep the Reach waiting. Necessity wills either destruction or bondage for them, to the betterment of Greater Bretonia. This is the sentiment found amongst all high families throughout the province. End it swiftly. To delight in their suffering is not the way of civilized men. They have endured enough. Such a degenerated race can only earn pity. Only a threat can earn hatred. Fact is, many need the orcs to justify their own squalor. They are the feared and ever-present other, manifest. Were it not for them, introspection could sweep the land, and with that, doubt towards those who govern. So the orcs are routed to some black crevice or other, making up for their lost in short time, only to exact a terrible vengeance some years later. The orc cannot be stayed nor contented. It seeks blood wherever blades fail to stop them. History proves that only merciless persecution of your enemy makes peace. Ha! Men are born for games, nothing else. Every child knows that play is nobler than work. He knows too that the worth or merit of a game is not inherent in the game itself, but rather in the value of that which is put at hazard. Games of chance require a wager to have meaning at all. Games of sport involve the skill and strength of the opponents, and the humiliation of defeat and the pride of victory are in themselves sufficient stake, because they inhere in the worth of the principles and define them. This slaughter is the testing of one's will, and the will of another within that larger will, which because it binds them is therefore forced to select. War is the ultimate game, because war is, at last, a forcing of the unity of existence. War is God. The many forego this line so to make themselves equal to their superiors. The weak play with morality as a deer shrieks at the wolf. Nonsense for survival, nothing more. Until next... It's time.
Oh.
Are you sure the Treasury can withstand yet another expedition into this warped land? I hope you have the sense to fasten yourself here instead of out there.
After it all, the Imperials still hold the delusion that their word matters. Impotence is your legacy here, Drago, to which one only look around to see.
Forgive any offense I may have caused, Damien. I only wish to see your kingdom not be undone from your harm. I honor your willingness to commit yourself to helping your men, but...
Then what is the issue?
This land is a portent to tragedy. This kingdom has undergone such upheaval that any misfortune upon you could descend us into chaos.
Under my rule, portents and despair will have no place. Offer your encouragement or your silence.
May the Divines bless you on this venture, Damien. I will have our auxiliaries provide artillery support if you so need.
You chosen by yours truly. Yet if it was so easy to pull courage from Arnima, then we'd be twice our number. Alas, sentimentality raises another obstacle for us. Brethren, family, lovers. 3 decades since they fell here. To imagine that you could battle against the spirit of a cherished one will humble many hearts. Yet it doesn't deter my most loyal subjects. I assume you've met the Utase already? Of course they are. Every honed blade within our borders is. There shall be no corner for rebels. Well, these men, Utase, come under many different names. Now then, we're ready to depart. Are you? We'll need that zeal for what's to come. We set out now.
Knight, I'll be preoccupied while I incite the words that can dispel whatever cursed barrier lays over that ancient wall. When there's an opening, you'll need to fire this staff, the construct. That's why I trust you with this task. May seem a tad patronizing, considering what you've achieved since you arrived in this realm. I'm glad to have you by our side.
Piss on your core. Come in, prick.
Poor posture.
You're slipping.
Beauty prevails.
Draw down. Shut her down. Kill that bastard. Well done.
I am your prince, not your king. I will earn the adoration of my subjects. For who
What is
seeks
it,
another
pretty boy?
slot on the throne? Now, press on. Until... Tag.
Real fancy.
Bet you adventurous, don't you? Concentrated metal. Draw the line. Piss on your corpse.
Hang on.
Fine salt must be dragged through its bullied soil. Material. Our right, which behind us.
Draw the last breath. Draw the last breath.
Greetings, knight. Now, priest, it is incumbent upon you to purge whatever festers within this crater. Godspeed. Rid us of this curse.
By Julianus' Majesty.
Wow. I still can't imagine that we set forgotten there.
The most nefarious presence. Truly terrific. It is done. Triumphant are we who dared. The curse is banished, taken all its malcontents with it.
It actually worked. The gods have finally find no mercy.
Each name here will be entered in the annals of history. The Reach rises. Cherish the moment, friend. They despaired at our excursion, telling of our failure. What are they to say now? With our dedication, every blade that took up arms against fate is to be praised. Now, join me above. I have matters to discuss. Not all formal. Come. Tortured land, given no time to heal until now. They would have let nature run its course and have this grim scenery stay. But I couldn't. When the mass of man is set in motion, not even mountains can halt our march. Even the most ancient terrors of this realm will make way. You have my ear. We'll have this grey ground turn green in the coming spring. Fecund soil will birth promising land. Such a vista will better the morale of all the realm's people. I'll stay here a while longer, fomenting a future for all beneath the horizon. This vantage point will see to a more precise implementation of those plans. There's still much to do, Knight. You are relieved. Until next time.